Hello, welcome. Today we want to look at the value of x from this exponential equation. And here we're going to use a two method. The first method is a bit lengthy. The second method is a kind of shorter and is better in case of exam because you want to beat the examiner's time. Okay, so we have 5 to the power of x minus 2 equals to our 4. What is the value of x? So we take our solution first thing here. So if we take our solution from here, the question here is our 5, yes, raised to the power of our x minus 2. This is equal to our 4. Now, the first two we want to do in this first method, okay, let me specify it out here. First method. Okay, so in this first method, the first we're going to do here is simple. We want to rewrite this expression we have here, applying a law in indices, which says that when you have your a to the power of your m minus n, so this is the same thing as your a to the power of m times a to the power of minus n. And so I want to rewrite this. So rewriting this is going to give us our 5 to the power of x times our 5 to the power of minus 2. This is equal to our 4. Good. Now, remember, 4 can also be broken down to our 2 to the power of 2. And so it's needful that we reduce this to the smallest base. Now, with this, we now have our expression to be our 5 to the power of x times our 5 to the power of minus 2 equal to 2 to the power of 2. The next thing we do, we think of eliminating this negative here. And so we're going to apply another law which says that when you have your a to the power of minus m, so this is same thing as your 1 all over a to the power of m. So with this, we now have our expression here to be our 5 to the power of x times our 1 all over 5 to the power of 2 equal to our 2 to the power of 2. Simple. So we have to eliminate these 5 at the bottom, 5 to the power of 2. We don't have to find the value of 5 to the power of 2, which is 25, because we will still take it back again if we decide to bring out 25 from there. And so this is going to give us our 5 to the power of x times our 1 all over 5 to the power of 2 times our 5 to the power of 2 equal to our 2 to the power of 2 times our 5 to the power of 2. Easy, right? Good. Now, this will go with this. We now have our 5 to the power of x is equal to our 2 to the power of 2 times 5 to the power of 2. Good. So with what we have here, we can rewrite this expression we have in here to give us here our 5 to the power of x is equal to our 2 times our 5 all raised to the power of our 2. Applying the law of indices, we see that when you have your a to the power of m times b to the power of m, so this is equal to your a times b all raised to the power of m. Right? So with this, we now have this. So for multiply out, we're going to have 5 to the power of x is equal to our 10 to the power of 2. Easy. So we just have to take log to base 10 of both sides of this equation. And if we do that, this is going to give us our log here, log 5 to the power of x base 10 equal to the log of our 10 to the power of 2 base 10. Then from here, we have to apply a law in logarithm, which says that your log a to the power of your m is equal to your m times log our a. Okay, so we are going to take this, our x we have here at the power here, we take it back, we take these two back here. And so if we do that, then we're going to come up with the expression our x times our log 5 base 10 equal to 2 times log our 10 base 10. All right, so with this, we apply the same base law here. We see that when you have your log a base a is equal to 1, provided a is not equal to 0. So if a is not equal to 0, then that law holds. And so we're going to have our x times log our 5 base 10 is equal to our 2 times 1, which is equals to 2. So what we do here at this point, we divide through by our log 5 base 10. Okay, so if we divide through by log 5 base 10, so this is going to give us, divide this by log 5 base 10, equally divide this by log 5 base 10. Okay, so this and this will leave. So we now have our x, is equal to our 2 all over log 5 base 10. So this is the value of your x that satisfies the original equation. But here we're going to look at the second method, which I said is better and is faster. In this method, we don't have to rewrite this left-hand side of the equation. We just have to log both sides of the equation since the bases cannot be made to be the same. And so if we take log to base 10, this is going to give us the log of our 5 to the power of our x minus 2, the base 10. This is equal to the log of our 4 base 10. So we know we have to break down these 4 to 2 to the power of 2, right? So this is going to give us the log of our 5 to the power of our x minus 2 base 10 is equal to our log of 2 to the power of 2 base 10. If we apply the power law of logarithm, we're going to move this exponent here, move this one here. So this is going to give us our x minus 2 bracket times then the log of our 5 base 10. This is equal to our 2 times the log of our 2 base 10. Good. We just have to divide through by the log of our 5 here, base 10. Then we equally divide this by the log of 5 base 10. So this will leave. Then we are now left with our x minus our 2 equal to our 2 times the log of 5, log of 2, please, log of 2 base 10 divided by the log of 5 base 10. Simple, right? Good. So at this point, what we do here, we move these two to this side of the equation. So if we do that, this is going to give us our x will now be equal to our 2 positive plus our 2 times the log of our 2 base 10 all over the log of our 5 base 10. Simple. Now I can rewrite this, apply what is called the change of base law. Okay, so if I apply that, it's going to give us x will now be equal to 2 plus our 2 times the log of 2 base 5. This is another way of expressing this answer. So in other words, this answer here and this answer here, they are the same. Now the question now is, does this answer correspond with the first one, which is this one we have here? Yes, it corresponds. So this answer, if you impute it in your calculator, will give you same thing with the first answer which you solve for. Look at it here. This answer here. Okay? It will give you the same thing. So this is how you solve for exponential equations of this kind. Thank you for being there. Thank you for watching. See you in our next class.